Now, the distinct part about the elections was, one was obviously it was the way it was handled, which has been also in the previous elections we saw in 2018 when Imran Khan was in a reverse role and he was brought into power. But this time, I think the difference in the elections was that what we saw in Punjab, which has been a PMLN strong area, where there even Nawaz Sharif struggled to actually win. So that was something very different that we saw in this election. And the popularity of Imran Khan was very evident, which has not died down. And I think this man, I'm not a fan of Imran Khan and I'm not promoting him in any form,
Mhm.
but I think he's shown immense resilience by not accepting any offer of, if there are offers, which I'm presuming there are, for him to go into some kind of a luxury exile, which has been
Yeah.
a tradition for Pakistani political leaders, and almost most of them have done that. So he's shown that resilience. He continues to stay behind bars, and then he holds that support uh, within Pakistan, where we also saw that he is not ready to give up. And we saw recently, 24th November, his call for the march, the final call for march, which was there where thousands of protesters, PTI supporters, and protested on the streets. They reached the Islamabad D Chowk. And the difference here was that the protests were led by Imran Khan's third wife,
Mm.
Bushra Bibi.
Mm.
So that was a new addition, I would say here. Before this protest, what actually became a big trigger for this protest was the passing of the 26th Constitutional Amendment Act, which happened in Pakistan, which was, incidentally, just for your information, I believe the it just took 16 minutes for the assembly to pass it into a
But what does that
act.
mean, though? What does
Does
that?
that mean that it was obviously not debated, not discussed, and it was already decided that this should go through?
But what does this bill mean for Pakistan?
So 26th Amendment Act is very critical. In a way, yes and no. Critical, yes, and no also. Yes, in the no, I would say, because this is something which we have seen with the multiple rulers. Army heads have done in Pakistan, have the constitution. We have seen it in the past.